You're listening to First in Line, your all access pass to fan culture. I'm Liv.
I'm Elham.
And yay, we're back together on the same time zone.
Finally, I feel like I'm a part of society now. Because all my friends, I'm like awake at the same time as them and like living the life there, my old life.
Tell us how your travels were because you were country hopping for a little bit.
Yes, I was. I started off in Paris, then we went to Mallorca, and then we went to Madrid. So it was a lot of travel. It was 14 full days of travel. It was a lot, but I had so much fun. And like, I obviously went there to see, well, the whole point of the trip was to see Bad Bunny in Madrid, which was amazing. But I also like hadn't been to Paris since I studied abroad 10 years ago, which is crazy. So like, I don't know. I loved it. It was really fun. It was definitely like, I want to go back to Spain for sure. I definitely want to go back to France, maybe not Paris because I feel like I did everything
Yeah,
like
you checked it off.
yeah, but Spain was really fun and I love Mallorca. This is my second time there and I literally am like obsessed with it. It was just so relaxing and fun and like everyone is so nice. I will say though, like by the end of our trip, like the last, like after the Bad Bunny concert, we had like 3 more days in Madrid and we were like so tired and also like so like homesick of like food because
Yeah.
it's like 10 days of just eating kind of the same thing, especially in Spain. Like it's all kind of the same sort of food in most restaurants. So like we were literally like so homesick. Like we're like, can someone make me a sandwich? Like can someone like offer me a real meal? And so our first meal post when we flew into the US was Jersey Mike's, which was literally
Oh, yeah.
everything. It was literally everything. I was like, this is so amazing. But yeah, I definitely had fun and now I'm like but I'm happy to like be home and like not be
Yeah.
so I just feel so disconnected. Obviously there's a huge time difference.
It's funny because it's not like we like didn't talk, but it definitely felt
Exactly.
like I was like missing a huge and
No,
then
exactly. Like
whenever anything would be happening, it was kind of like we were sending things like separately on like 4 different like 4 hours apart.
exactly. Like I'm like I always think to myself like, oh, like would I be able to like move, like live abroad or whatever? Like ideally, like yes, but then I experience like 14 days in a different country where I'm like 8 hours ahead of everyone I know, and I'm like, this is torture. Like it's fun because you're like, yeah, like, but then by the time it's like 4 o'clock over there, I'm like, oh my god, yay, my friends are all waking up. Like I'm like, Liv's replying to my rants, like, thank you. And it's fucking hard to watch our shows over there. So
Yeah.
that's also another reason it's impossible. So
Did your Puma sneakers hold up? They were your barricade or bust a few
yes.
episodes ago. So
Yes.
I'm sure that the amount of mileage that you put on those is like probably time to get a new pair of shoes.
No, literally they did, but I will say on our last day in Madrid, it we were like walking around whatever. We walked to like this park. And like the clouds are kind of gray. We're thinking, okay, like it's maybe it'll rain, but we look up the weather app. It doesn't say it's gonna rain. So we're like, okay, let's walk around this park. We're walking, guys. Torrential downpour out of nowhere. Like genuinely, like yes, the clouds were kind of gray, but like it was still sunny outside. Like it was like out of literally nowhere. And we're in the middle of this park. We're like running and we're like under these trees. And Milan and I are like, okay, we're just gonna stand here because we have no umbrella. We have nothing. We just have our outfits, like our normal clothes and our bags. And I'm like, this is torture. But then it kept raining harder and harder. I'm like, we can't just sit here.
Stand under a tree.
Yeah, like I'm like, we have to leave. So we ran out of the park into like the first, like outside the park, there's like a lot of bus stops. So we ran like under the bus stop thing. And my shoes were literally soaking wet. And they're like suede shoes. So
Mhm.
they were like heavy and wet for like they didn't dry. We left them out to dry, like everything. The next morning we were flying out. I had to put them in a plastic bag and put them in my suitcase and pray to God that like they would like survive, and they did. But when I came home, it was like a sunny day, and I left them out on my balcony for like the whole day, and they're like fine now. But I was like, if these shoes deteriorate in this plastic bag and never come back to normal, I'm going to be like very distraught. But they're fine now. But it was definitely like an experience. Like I'm like, okay, thank you for the goodbye send off Madrid. I get it. It
That's
was
so funny.
it was horrible, but it was funny to like after, but it was fucking horrible in the moment. I was like, of course this would happen to us. Like, why don't we have an umbrella? Why don't we have
On
an
the last day too. Like
Yeah.
now everything is so wet.
Literally, like I'm like, all of our clothes are wet. I'm just like my jeans. I was also wearing jeans. They were also soaking wet. Like it was just horrible. I'm like, okay, well, and my bag was already 50 pounds. So I literally thought I was like telling
You're
Juan,
like,
like,
these are gonna weigh my
it's gonna be added an extra 5 pounds from these damn shoes and these damn pair of jeans. But it was fine. It was fine. My
Did
bag.
your bags, both your bags were okay, the two of
Yes,
you?
they were okay. Mine was like, I think mine was still exactly 50 because I like put stuff in my backpack and hers was fine. Like leaving Spain, they did not make us pay anything or like put a heavy tag on it. So I was like, okay, that's all I care about. I'm like, if I come, like, can't, when I was in America, the Delta lady was like, your bag's 56 pounds. I go, okay. She goes, it can't be more than 52. I'm like, okay, let me open this thing up this corner of the airport and figure it out. But I
It's
did.
always like it is the humiliation ritual.
I felt I was already like annoyed. I don't know why. Like I was already just like, can I just go home already? Like I'm done. And then yeah, I was like, really? Like 4 pounds? Like you can't put a heavy tag on it? But she goes, it'll be $100. I'm like, okay, fine.
That's crazy. They should do like pricing where it's tiered based on how, off the weight it is. That
And I
is
also feel like it really depends on who you have as the employee. Because like sometimes my stuff is I remember one time my bag was legitimately 60 pounds when I was coming back from study abroad. Like I don't know what the hell was in there. And they were both like 60 pounds and they did not care. They did not ask me anything. They were just like, okay, and they put a heavy tag on it. I'm like, can you just be nice to me? I'm literally frazzled. I need to go home. Like, just be nice. But it was fine. It was fine. I'm home now. I've been home for a week and I'm just happy to honestly watch all my shows on time.
You've had so much to catch up on. Do you have a boyfriend of the week this week?
I
There's so much that's been going on sports wise,
Mhm.
wise. Like there has to be someone.
Yes, I do have a boyfriend of the week. I honestly had someone that I was thinking about earlier, but I like can't remember who it was. So I'm like, okay,
Not
clearly
memorable
they
enough.
aren't that important. But obviously, yes, the World Cup is going on, and I feel like it's just like not to be like one of those girls. It's like whatever. But
Well, that's how our friendship really started.
no, literally, it did.
2018 World Cup. We were already following each other on Twitter, but we were like the only two girls tweeting about it, and that's how
Mhm.
we became really good friends.
I know, isn't that so crazy? Isn't that crazy to think about how long ago that
Yeah.
was? Like, oh my God. But no, I definitely think my boyfriend of the week is going to be, and this is basic, but Jude Bellingham. Because I love him.
Okay.
He's just so like, he's someone that like I don't like think about really until, the Euro Cup, the World Cup. Like, I'm like, oh my God, you're so hot. And he
Good
scored a
looking
goal.
man. And he is from England, so I will take
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I will take that one. I'm proud
I
of that.
like them loving, this is kind of a side tangent, but like I'm just loving the USA like camaraderie with the World Cup. Like sorry, like I just love how people are just like, like America gets a bad rap for many reasons and we get it. We understand, we know. But like we are very welcoming, nice people if you are like normal. You know what I mean? Like the average American is like a very welcoming person and like I just love seeing like the videos of like all the Scottish people in Boston, like
The Scottish
all
people in Boston is like my favorite story of this year. Like everyone at Fenway Park is just so funny to me.
it's so funny. Like the
I saw a
people,
TikTok where it was like we brought this random Scottish man home off the street to meet my roommate. Like it's just this Scottish guy in their apartment, like introducing them to their roommate.
like it's like all the people in like Texas, like the people in the Mexico, like the South Korea, Mexico. Like I just am loving it. Like I'm like, guys, like we can,
Yeah, I saw someone from Japan trying a buzz ball for the first time on TikTok.
it's just amazing. Like, I'm loving the camaraderie, and I love how people are like, oh my God, you guys, like, I love all the TikToks that are like, I literally saw one the other day. I think I sent it to you where this like British guy was in Texas and he was like, it was like 90 degrees and he's like, oh my God, it's so hot outside. Like I'm boiling, whatever. And he goes, I'm going to video myself like walking into the stadium for the first time. And he gets like hit by the air conditioning. And he's like, holy shit, this is amazing. And I'm like, exactly. Like simple joys in life, like AC. Like this is what brings people together.
I think it's like interesting this time around too, because obviously like there's not always a lot riding on the US for
Yeah.
participating in the World Cup, but because it's being held in the US, like I feel like a lot more people that I know are interested in
Hmm.
the World World Cup as well, which has been fun to see because even like the Euros, like no one in
No,
America is really interested in the Euros.
no.
They come
And I
around,
think
so
I feel like because also like it's we can watch it like you can watch it at any time.
yeah,
It's
like
on your time
last one
zone.
on in Qatar was like really difficult
Yeah,
to watch any of the games. Like it's fun to have them like spread throughout the day and like you can
yeah,
end your night with a soccer game. I feel like the only time that the US is ever really interested in soccer, aside from like now, is like the women's World
yeah.
Cup. I feel like that's really the only time like the US
No,
gets
literally.
together
I
to
know.
see
But
soccer.
now it's like they won their first two games. I keep seeing videos being like, why not us? Like all these like hope core like videos. And I'm like, honestly,
I mean, we need Christian Pulisic to be
yeah. I'm like, if
there.
he I'm like, honestly, would it be the gag of the century? The funniest thing to happen on planet Earth? Would multiple actual like injuries have to occur on other teams for it to happen? Yes. Well, yes, of course, but I'd welcome it. Like I would be gagged, I'll just say that much. It's just fun. Like I'm like honestly, if we make it to the quarterfinals,
Yeah.
semifinals, quarters, like I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny.
Do you have a barricade or bust for the week out of everything that you have caught up on?
Yes, my barricade bus this week is this reality TV show on Netflix called Calabasas Confidential. And I've seen literally next to nobody talking about it. So this is my spiel for you guys to watch it and like Liv especially so I can talk about it with somebody. But it follows a group of friends from Calabasas High School who, well, like I guess just Calabasas in general, because I don't think they all went to the same high school. They're the class of 2020, so they like didn't really have a normal senior year. They couldn't really like get together or whatever. So it's like them reuniting as friends like 5 years later. And there's some people who are not really associated with the friend group. So there's Suede Brooks, who's like a pretty big influencer model, and she gets introduced to the group through her friend Nicole, who kind of is like the center of everyone. And there's like Jodie Woods, who's Jordan Woods' sister's in it. Preston Pippen, who's Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen's son, is in it. Masterpiece son, her season. Like there's a lot of like kind of celebrity kids in it, and also just like kids who grew up in Calabasas. And it's interesting because there's a lot of like high school drama that gets rehashed, but like in a way where you can kind of like relate it to like, I don't know, like life right now, like in your early 20s, mid 20s. I just like really loved it because it's like low stakes drama, a lot of like friendship stuff and just like relationship things. And it's interesting to see like how kind of people never really grow out of, or like, I don't know, like it's hard to grow out of the stereotypes that you might have lived in high school, kind of, no matter how hard you try. I don't know. And just how much like that time of your life is so like pivotal to who you are as a human being, especially because I feel like what makes it interesting to me is like these kids like all are like COVID kids. And I think you can kind of see that because like I had already graduated. I graduated a year before COVID, college at least. So like, I don't know. I feel like there is a dynamic.
So different. Like,
There is a, so yeah, it's like there is something there where I'm like, oh my God, this is so just how I believe these kids are. Because like I'm whatever, have younger siblings and interact with these people. But I just really liked it. And I want there to be a season two because I feel like there's so much good drama there. And I haven't seen anything of a season two. And I know they obviously filmed this last summer. So I'm like, okay, well, it's summer now. Like, I'm hoping that they could like have another season because it's really interesting. And there are some people on there who are literally just like normies. Like, they're not, their parents aren't famous. Like, they just grew up in Calabasas. And yeah, I just really liked it. And I literally watched it all in like 2 days, 10 episodes.
I'll watch it. I feel like what you were saying is interesting too, like kind of the early 20s, like mid 20s thing, because all of the shows that we've been watching are people inching more towards their 40s right now, which isn't, while like we're both in adulthood, it's not like completely relatable to us.
Yeah.
Like Summer House, The Valley, Southern Charm, and like they're also people that have all been on television for like 10 plus years now at this point. So they're having arguments that are like oftentimes like really contrived or like made for TV or are because like they know they're going to go into like a season of produced TV. Whereas like a new show is obviously going to bring like new people, new dynamics, kind of like organic drama, especially in the first few seasons, like as they're figuring out their storylines. So I'm definitely interested to check it out.
And
And
they,
it's crazy that there's not been much
I,
chatter, and especially given like what you're saying about like, obviously there's average people on the show, but like a lot of Nepo babies.
mm-hmm. And like even I feel like one a part of it is like Netflix honestly has a really hard time. Like, I don't think Netflix is good at like marketing their reality TV shows. Like, everything on there is, except for like Love is Blind, like they're dating shows, but like their normal reality TV shows, I feel like they're usually, it's like Selling Sunset is like the biggest one.
Yeah.
And I also am like, I wonder how much of it is like Summer House. I feel like took over the fucking world, that I'm kind of like, oh, they should have waited like a month or something to release this.
Mhm.
Because I'm pretty
It's
sure it
funny
released
because
like
we haven't spoken about Summer House and we didn't recap like
Aftermath.
the
Yes.
show. But yeah, it did take over the internet like from a reality
Mm-hmm.
perspective.
And also, what I like about it is they do like in real. This is an aspect of like the Kardashians Hulu show that I liked when I watched it. Is like they do in real time like confessionals. Like they are literally filming them like out at like lunch, and then they'll take one girl and be like, "Okay, Jody, like stand here and like tell us what you think at this moment," or like whatever, or like after or during it or whatever. Like it is like I really like
It's not
that.
like going back and reliving and like
Yeah.
adding
They
commentary.
have like both, but I like that they really leaned on like in the moment, because even there's like these two girls that have a drama over a boy at one point, and the girl is like sitting outside this restaurant talking to the camera, like giving her confessional, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't even freaking whatever." They're like, "Oh my god, she just walked by." Like the producer literally says, "Oh my god," and then the girl Emily's like, "Wait, did she just walk by?" And he goes, "Yeah," and then they like show it, and she goes, "Oh my god, I hope. Well, if she heard me, like I don't care." But like it's just like also she goes, it goes to show you how small Calabasas is, but it's true. Like it was just really good, and I'm really hoping that I don't know Netflix like throws them a bone for season 2, or like somebody does, because I feel I can see the potential in these kids. Like I'm like, we need, like you said, like we need the 20s, like 20-year-olds who have history, who like aren't fabricating drama. Like we need them. Like these, some of these people were literally like, we've been best friends since we were 7 years old. Like things like that you know a Summer House can't really replicate. So yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that's funny. We were talking about like girl drama versus guy drama recently, Eric and I, because I'm like, girl drama is just so annoying. Like,
Hmm.
there always has to be something. It's always like arguing about the same thing. It goes on and on and on. Like, I honestly find it kind of like more interesting when guys argue because it's like such a different dynamic to me. I'm like, socially, like, how are all of us as women like raised from childhood to
Yeah.
like act this way when we're annoyed with like our friends and stuff versus like guys, I feel like just like even will just straight up tell each other what like makes the other person annoyed
Hmm.
and then they just move on with their day like unless you do something super hurtful. And I feel like even then like guys are more open to just like moving on, like even if we're like relating it back to like Kyle and West, like
Yeah.
the way that Kyle approached things versus the way that like the women have approached that situation is just so different. So I definitely want to watch that show because I've just been thinking a lot about like the girl versus guy like drama
Yeah.
dynamics, or like even Kristen and Janet have been arguing for like 3 seasons of The Valley when they used to be friends. And it's just like, when are you guys gonna let this
No,
die?
literally, it's hard to like. That's yeah, like it's
It's
like
like girls, like anytime if you're annoyed with them and you like don't squash your beef, or even if you do, like they could just show up somewhere and it's like rehashes like literally
yeah,
all the same drama.
like it's like, oh my god, I remember when you did this to me 3 years ago, and you've always been a bitch, and I've always hated you. Like
Yeah.
it's literally, it's yeah, it's like even if they say sorry, even if you apologize, whatever, like it's always like in the back of your brain where you're like, this, like I hate this about you or whatever. That's why honestly, like I'm like, if I fight with you, like. Because I don't really fight with my friends. I feel like you know that about me. Like, I don't really fight
Yeah.
with my friends. Like, I'm like, if I fight with you or like you piss me off to a point of like where I feel the need to like say something, or like whatever, like to a point, I'm like, I'll not like, yes, we could be friends, we could be cordial, but like I'll never forget that. Like I'm just like, I will never forget that. Where yeah,
I can tell
like
you it's an
guys
Aries
will
and
be,
a
no, literally, I'm like, guys will be like, oh yeah, I forgot that that happened. I'm like, what? Like my mom will be like talking about like someone will be brought up or whatever, like in her life, like her friends or something, and she's like, I remember when she said this, and I'm like, exactly, like you don't forget, like you literally don't forget. And I
And that's
rather,
what makes the drama because the girls will remember every single detail. So like they probably all know
yes,
what happened in high school.
no, literally, I'm like I asked my brother, my brother's like, oh yeah, like this happened with my friend group. I'm like, oh, so what did she say, or what did he say? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
never
I'm
have
like,
the details. They never
I'm
have the
like, what?
details. It's literally useless.
Like me, I'm getting. I could meet you for the first
I like
time.
am transcribing the argument that I heard.
I will meet people for the first time. And if they start even giving me inklings of like some sort of tea or drama or something, I'll be like, so yeah, like, when, how did that happen? Oh my God, and what did she do? I'm like, I need to fucking know. I'm sorry. I'm nosy. Even if it's
The
nothing
amount of
really.
like information that you have about so many people in my life from like being at like three events, like life events of mine, like all of the drama that you have heard.
Exactly. And I love it because I'm like, honestly, other
Yo,
people's
guys, like
drama is entertainment.
I came into, we were at my daughter's first birthday party, and all of my friends are missing. And I go into the dining room, and Elham, her sister, and I think one of my sisters, and then like four of my friends are sitting around, like holding court at the dining room table. And they're just like, yeah, we're talking about drama.
Well, yes. Like, I'm out here for a good time. Like, I'm like, I'm
You
like,
have to
we
make it
sing
worth
happy
your
birthday to
while.
Harper. We cut the cake. Now let's get into the business. But yeah, it's just, and that's why I honestly feel like watching these shows like gives me that. Because like, I don't really have drama in my life, like, really, unless like something happens with like, other people. But like, I don't
Yeah.
really have drama in my life. You're the same way. Like,
I don't like being a part of it. I like hearing about it though. Like,
exactly.
trust me, like if you have drama, come and tell it to me. Like, I want to know. We will ask all of the good questions. I'll give you my opinion, but like I don't want to be like in my like ideal spot is like a third party observer that gets told both sides of literally everything, but isn't
Yes.
in the middle of it.
Yes. Which is why we love Bravo and
Yeah.
why we love Calabasas Confidential and why we love
And
all
that's
these
why we have
shows.
a podcast to then talk about our
Yes. I love it. It's just, it's like human. I'm like, it's literally human connection. Like, it's everything. It's sociology, like watching this shit, watching West be like, I said I love you in August. Wait. And then being like, oh, just well, as like a friend.
Yeah, that was scary. I think I'm still waiting to see what the season 11 cast is.
I know. I'm like, we need to like we'll hold our summer house takes, you guys. I know it's been fucking 3 months of this shit. I'm sick of it too, even though I love it and like I love every new bit of information I find. But yeah, I'm like, can you just give me the cast already? Like, I'm scared but excited.
Yeah. The good thing is that we have so much to take us through until we
Hmm.
get those updates. And my barricader bus this week is Your Fault London, which you know I have been waiting for. I watched My Fault London. I like just like found it on Amazon. I did not know anything about it. Found it on Amazon when Harper was a newborn, so I was just like consuming so much. Like anything that was on the internet, I was watching.
Yeah.
And I was just enamored with it. And I don't think anyone I know ever watched it at that point. So like this whole last year I've been carrying like the My Fault London torch all by myself. And the good thing about Your Fault London is that there's a third movie and they've already filmed the third movie. So they literally
Wait.
filmed,
Oh yes, I think you
yeah,
told me.
it's Our Fault London. They filmed my Your Fault London and Our Fault London like back to back. So I already know the third movie is coming. So they do leave like the second movie on a cliffhanger, but we already know we're getting the third movie. So at least like there's some comfort in
Yeah.
that. But it's just like a comfort. Like those are my comfort characters. I love them so much. Like I just love everything about it. Like I love the soundtrack that
Hmm.
they had for the first movie and the second movie. The soundtrack is just as good. Like I literally will listen to the playlist on Spotify. And Asha Banks, who is the plays the female main character Noah, she's also a singer and she's had one of her songs featured in both movies, which I think is like really awesome and I love
Wow.
support her. Yeah. And she also had a song in Off Campus, which makes sense because it's another like Prime Video show. So yeah, I was really happy. I love like the racing. I love the flirting. The chemistry between Matt and Asha is just like it's just so good. So I feel like it's just it did what it was supposed to do for the second movie. I think we all knew going into it that there was going to be some like hurt feelings in there because the first movie was like them getting together and like being all happy, and then the second movie is like heartbreak, and then hopefully the third movie will be some like redemption.
Yeah.
It was a Wattpad fic, but I feel like
I was gonna ask.
they upscaled it a little bit. Like I didn't read the Wattpad fic, and this movie does differ. So originally, it's like technically the original series, it's Culpa Mia, like it's all in Spanish.
Mhm.
And they released the three Spanish movies. So like those are already on Amazon Prime, and they were successful like in their own right. in Spanish.
Wait,
Yes.
that's kind of crazy that they.
So they already did like Culpa Mia and Culpa Tuya and I think it's Culpa Nuestra, like the 30 Spanish language
Yeah.
movies. Those already exist on Prime Video. And that's why it's called like London because it's differentiating it from the other series.
Oh my God.
So the overall like storyline is the same, but there are differences from like this movie, Your Fault, and the Spanish
Yeah.
movie, Your Fault. So
And is it like a Wattpad fic that turned into a book that turned into a movie, or like just a Wattpad
I
fic that
think it was like a Wattpad book. It wasn't like a fanfic or anything.
okay.
So, but
That
my
is
my one friend did watch it finally. She was like, I'm gonna watch it. And she's like, now I want to read like an F1 romance. And I'm like, you know what? I've never read like a racer romance. And maybe that will just unlock something for me. Maybe I need to. I've like started to get into the Western cowboy romances. And
that's low key shocking.
I'm not sure if it's like my thing. I read the one Elsie Silver book that just came out, Fever Dream, and I quite liked it. So
Okay.
now I'm reading Flawless, which I don't love. I feel like I'm gonna get absolutely reamed out for that one because people love that book. I think they're making
Girl, they probably are. You
I feel
know.
like they are making a show. I can't remember if it's that series or her other series that they're making books. I feel like it must be this one because that must be why I read it. So I'm not sure. But maybe F1 is more my vibe. So
I didn't even know that they, I guess, honestly, I should not.
there's something for everyone at
Yeah.
this.
Like I was gonna say, I didn't even think that they would make that into a book. I can't even. What is happening? What am I even trying to look
Yeah,
up?
I'm like, how do you read?
Pushovers, Amazon TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Wait, the Rose Hill series, is that what it
Is
is?
it Flawless, Reckless? Is that what it is? Or she has like another one that's like,
First novel, Wild Love.
no, it's her other series. So I need to read that.
Well, is the Flawless one about the Eaton family?
Yeah,
That's going to Netflix, early development.
exactly.
So she both her series are going to freaking TV. Yeah, that
Yes.
is. I definitely. I well, when I was away, I read the book. Well, I didn't finish it, but I read the book that you.
Yes, first time caller,
Yes, for
which
some
I
call.
think was also option. I think it's gonna be a movie. I think a movie, not a series.
Okay. First of all, that book is like way longer than I thought because I was like reading it every day, but like obviously it wasn't just. I was reading it every day, and I was also like on my phone and stuff, listening to music and just being in Spain. And I was like at like I was like at 150 or something, and I'm thinking, oh my god, like how am I like in the story? I'm like, how is like this only at this point of the story? I'm 150 pages in, and then I'm like, holy shit, this book's like 300 plus pages. But I loved it. But that was like something that was like kind of the whole like podcasting thing. Like, wasn't there another book that we read that was
Yes, we read the X Talk for a book club that we
yes.
did.
And
Mhm.
like I was surprised at
We
how
both
much I
really
was
liked that one
enjoying
too.
it. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, like sometimes it can feel like cringy. Like I don't know how to do like to do modern things in like books, like it can feel cringy, but I was like, okay, like I'm kind of loving this. I can see myself maybe reading a cowboy. I'm trying to obviously I'm into hockey, but like the hockey
Yeah.
ones even still cringe me out. Like the off-campus books are fine, but like what was the
Icebreaker.
other one? The Windy City
Icebreaker we
series,
hated.
whatever the hell. I hate that shit. I can't deal with it. Like I'm like this is like too like
Which did you see Netflix is getting that for a series?
honestly, if
There's gonna be like the craziest subset of Hollywood actors that can also skate at this point.
like I just am like we need to Netflix, you cannot make a hockey show until you give us back the greatness that is spinning out. Like I'm sorry. I'm like I can't deal with it. And I just know I feel like we're like at hockey fatigue, which is shocking. Two series has come out, but like I'm at my wits end with the hockey of it all.
Well, because we know we're gonna get season two Heated Rivalry, season two off campus. So like why do we don't need another
Like I'm like can we get
until we're
something
like
else?
thirsting for it because we miss it.
Exactly. Like I'm like, can we get one of these cowboy books or one of these other like rom-com books to be made before these two shows come back? But no, they won't because Off Campus is already filming right now. So like it's like
Wait, so you didn't watch My Fault or Your Fault yet,
no,
right?
girl.
Okay, I know that you're not caught up, but like I'm
Tell me
waiting.
why the fucking movie is 2 hours long each.
Wait, but that's like a good thing. When I watched it, because I wrote like both times I like, well, I've watched it more than two times, but the first time I watched it, I like paused it at some point because again, Harper was a newborn, so like I only had, like an hour and a half to sit down at a time if I was lucky. And I was like, wait, this movie is still going? I was surprised by how long it was for like an Amazon like
Yeah.
romance movie. And then I watched it more recently, like before watching Your Fault London. And again, I was like, I paused it and I was like, damn, this movie is long as hell.
No, because
I didn't feel like it was like too long for what it
mhm.
was giving. Like, I don't feel like I was bored at any point, but it is a lot by like, I feel like
Like
compared
an
to,
average,
yeah,
yeah, it's usually like 90
I
minutes.
feel like I've seen movies in the movie theater that are shorter than that.
Literally. Because I was like, okay, let me like watch this. And then I thought, okay, let me watch the second one. Like I was like, let me
Yeah,
just
you
watch
weren't doing a
the
movie
newest,
marathon,
the
yeah.
newest one, like to see. And then I was watching it and I was like maybe like 20 minutes in and I was like, okay, like I feel like I'm missing so much context that like I need to watch the first one. So like why am I even doing this? But I mean, I will watch it. It was like interesting enough, but I was kind of just like, damn, this shit's a fucking commitment. I don't know, something about me, like I love movies, like I love going to movie theater, like I love the movies, but like watching a movie at home, like it's very hard for me to watch a movie at home.
I'd rather like if I'm streaming something like watching TV at home, I'd rather watch a TV series.
Yes, like I can watch 8 episodes of Off
Calabasas
Campus.
Confidential, yeah.
Yeah, Calabasas Confidential in a day. I can watch Off Campus in 2 days. But like something about watching a movie, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it is just like there is no like pause. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Where it's like, but something about it, I'm like, it's very hard for me to like focus on a movie. But I will watch it because I have to do it.
It's a requirement to be
It's a requirement to be your friend, so I will do
my
it.
podcast co-host. You're gonna have to start a new podcast.
I know. I'll watch it. Maybe we can talk like more about it next week or something because I'm like I feel like I'll like it. I will say though, the guy's hair is fucking shit.
No, I like his hair like that.
You
That's
like
crazy.
the blonde?
Have you seen his like natural, like the way that he naturally wears his hair, or in the buck because he was in the Buccaneers? Did you
I
watch
think
that?
I have. I think I saw a clip of him where he has just
Yeah,
green. Isn't
he
he
wears
just a
it.
brunette?
Yeah, he's like a brunette, and he wears like his curls more like tight.
Defined.
Yeah, like tight.
No, like
No,
the
I like his hair
fucking
blonde.
blonde kills me. I'm sorry. I hate the blonde. Like I'm like,
Okay, okay. All right.
but it's
Well,
okay. I can.
we can't take it back to the drawing board at this point. The
I
30
know.
minutes is
I'm like,
starting
we
to
got one more
record.
movie left. We got one more movie of that.
Speaking of adaptations, though, I did watch the highly anticipated Every Year After series, which pretty much follows the first, like the Every Summer After book, and it was so disappointing.
It's
Like
actually
after what Amazon Prime did with Off Campus, like hopes were so high, and it just fell so horribly flat. And I mean, none of the characters came off likable. It was to the point where I was like, because I read the book maybe 4 years ago now. I feel like it was. I
mm,
actually had to look it up at one point, like how long ago did I read this book? Because I gave it 4 stars and I feel like I really, really liked the book. I remember recommending it to people, talking about it. I was like, did I? Like,
hallucinate.
yeah, like what am I missing? Like, did I actually not like this book? Like, did this book not age well? Like,
Hmm.
what is it that I'm missing? Because I was like, surely the disconnect can't just be that the show is shit, but I think that is the case.
Well, I think I have read like things about the show. I am very scared to watch the show because I love that book. Like Carly Fortune, I think her books like from that I think that is her best book, which sucks because that's like her first book.
Okay, I mean,
And
I
I think
don't agree because This Summer Will Be Different is her best book, but for the purpose of talking,
like I love that book because I just love.
it was a solid like debut novel.
Yes. And like I don't know, something like I just felt like I was so connected to that book. That was also like COVID time. Like I like read that book when I was like first getting really back into reading. I was reading like all the time. Like the fuck I haven't done that in years. Like I was reading all the fucking time because I know I have nothing but time in the world. So like I just feel so deeply connected to that book that like everything after that book is just kind of like, well, it's not Every Summer After. Like to me, like I'm just like it's just
Yeah.
not that book, it's not that book. So I'm like if they like ruin this, but then I read this thing where they're like, oh, we went like more of it, like they're trying to make this like more of a like mature show, like HBO. Basically, they're trying to like make it like a HBO kind of drama.
Which is funny because everyone was saying like that Every Summer After was like the ABC Family
Yes,
adaptation.
like it is not like it's not. The book does not need that. Like I'm like you're from the same people who made like The Summer I Turned Pretty. That's what it confuses me. It's like you made The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is sort of like the same sort of concept, like childhood friends to lovers like
Yeah.
drama kind of brothers like issue, and it's like how do you do that to this show? But they're like, then I read something, they're like, want a season 2, and I'm like, well, this is the issue. Like, the book is one book, you
So
make one season.
because so Charlie, the brother, he is the subject of One Golden Summer, which is her book that came out last year.
So
And
that's the
yeah,
time.
and that's where he like that's his romance novel. So kind of like where they end the first season is like opening it up for him to have a season. But what's really interesting, and I need to go back because I feel like I need to reread the book.
Hmm.
But I feel like there's like this other character that wasn't as prominent in Every Summer After that's more prominent in this book that's making it more confusing as to like why they would also go that direction. Like they had subplots and other
Yeah.
like romances between characters. That's like where is this going knowing that, he's getting his own book with someone different that hasn't been introduced. But a major problem that I have is like they didn't differentiate between like and I get it's because I guess like they hired these people to play these characters and they need to play the characters. But they have summers like that, that are like five. She hasn't been
Yeah.
there. What? It's supposed to be like 10
Yeah,
years.
it's supposed to be a long time.
Maybe it's shorter for the show purposes. I can't remember. But they do have like a younger version of the characters for like the first episode, but the rest of it is all like literally the same characters playing. And so a lot of it will go like back and forth between present time and past time, but like you can't tell the difference
Yeah.
between like what's past or what's not. So like if you even look away from the TV for 1 second, you're like, wait, am I in the past or the present? Like it's
Yeah.
really confusing. And then also the when they did try to like throw back to previous years, they played some awful, awful music. Like I just felt like the music that was in the show didn't serve like the actual story. Like they were literally playing basically to like show the time. Like they were playing Cake by the Ocean. They were playing Cool for the Summer. Like they were just playing whatever song was like the number one popular song like that year that they were showing.
Yeah.
Like that's what song that they played, I guess to like try to date the show properly. But then they were also playing like in the same year that they were playing Cake by the Ocean in the throwback, they were playing Ceilings by Lizzie McAlpine. I'm like, well, that didn't come out
That
that year.
makes no
So, like
sense.
if you're trying to like date the show, then you need to date the entire
Find
throwback.
an indie song from 20 whatever 15 or whatever the
You know what
fuck.
I mean? Like it
Yeah.
that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
And like they played Fine Line by Harry Styles at one point. It was just so bizarre. Whereas like you have the off campus where there's like 6 songs from the off campus first season that have gone crazy
Yeah.
big on social media that weren't even hit songs. I mean, Kid Laroi was probably like the biggest song, and I guess Maggie Rogers Back in My Body. But there are some songs that like were smaller artists that they really raised up and like introduced people to new music. And I just feel like that felt really flat comparatively in every year after.
Yeah.
Those are like my two biggest, I guess those two are like my two like biggest like story gripes. And then my third is like they made everyone like unbearable. Like I was not rooting for any of them. I didn't like any of them. I actually, the only characters that interested me somewhat are like characters that I don't even think existed in the book. Like, and Eric and I both felt the same way when we were watching it. So I need you to watch it and weigh in, or I need, if anyone is listening that has
Yeah.
yet, let me know. It took us over a week to watch this show. I mean,
That's a
I
bad
think I
sign.
watched Off Campus in one day. I
That's a
watched
bad
The
sign.
Rivalry like the minute it came out. We cannot get ourselves to sit down and like watch the show. An hour episode felt like 3 hours.
That's horrible. Also, I feel like honestly on the music front, like off campus really hit, but like I felt the same way sometimes with like The Summer I Turned Pretty, where it felt like the music supervision for that show, like they were just playing like they're like, how many Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce
Yeah,
songs can we
yeah.
into this? And I feel like that's what you're kind of saying with every year after, where it's kind of just like, let's play Harry Styles, like let's play this, let's play that, and it's kind of just like, okay, well, no, I do think.
I will say sorry. I will say that like for The Summer I Turned Pretty, the only way in which could like put up with that is that I was like, that's definitely Belly's playlist. Like
Yeah.
this girl's definitely only
Yeah.
listening to
I
Taylor
mean,
Swift and Olivia Rodrigo, like for sure.
yeah, and there
But
were
I
times like
agree with
there's
I agree with what you're saying. That is
like,
definitely
I feel like sometimes it's like Amazon, like, because Amazon probably has the most unlimited budget from every
Mhm.
other freaking thing. And like, if they ask an artist to use their music, they'll say yes. But like, versus, I don't know, like other streamers are kind of not, are kind of like known for using more so like smaller artists or whatever. That reminds me, you saying like they played themselves younger and older. Like I feel like that is a huge disconnect, but that reminds me of in the Regretting You movie, the Colleen Hoover movie, they did the
I'm saying.
same thing. They did this, and honestly, that movie, like the McKenna Grace and like her boy, like the McKenna Grace storyline in that movie is cute and wholesome. It's like a rom com, but like the older people, like Dave Franco, Allison Williams, and these other two people who I can't remember their names, but it starts off with them senior year, and it's literally them. It's literally Dave Franco and Allison Williams at like 40 playing like 17-year-old. And like even that, like when I watched it in the movie theater, like, I was like, why are they like they're like wearing cardigans and like have like glasses on, but it's like you're Dave Franco. Like I'm like you're not 17. Like you couldn't hire another actor who looked similar to Dave Franco and Allison Williams to play them. Like I just feel like that's very easy to do. Like so that kind of reminds me of that where it's just like, okay, this makes no sense. And like how is it believable to me that you're like 14 in this scene or 16 in this scene and then you're 25 in the next scene? Like it makes no sense.
Yeah. And like I'm not a hater. I mean, like I don't wear that much makeup. Like I often don't really wear makeup, but there was one scene and I it is part of the character like that she doesn't really wear makeup and they were talking about it in the one scene. But she goes to a party and I'm telling you there's literally no makeup on her face and I'm like she's trying to impress a boy and you're telling me she shows up to this party
Like you
with not an
wouldn't
ounce, not even mascara on her face. Like, are you kidding me?
you're
It's
not
like,
yeah, like you wouldn't try to stand out and be look a little different. Like, yeah.
so that one, yeah, I was not
That makes
thrilled
me
about that.
sad because I actually love Carly Fortune's books. Like, I don't want her to go out. Like, I'm like, that's not a good sign.
No, yeah, and I mean a lot of this summer will be different as getting an adaptation, but I think that one might be with Netflix, and I think it's going to be a movie instead. So
Okay,
we'll see
good.
what comes to that, and we'll see if this gets a season two. It hasn't been announced yet, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how it'll end up going, but we'll have to keep up with that. And then the other big thing is it's Love Island season. UK and USA are on. I
Yes.
have been watching US. I haven't caught up to UK, and I think you're more caught up with UK than you are with US. So we're in like a
I'm
funny
so
spot.
yeah. I am watching US. Well, I was obviously gone for the first 2 weeks of June,
Yeah.
so it was hard for me to watch. Like I was literally watching through my tweet like through my timeline. Like I'd wake
Yeah.
up and be like, okay, everyone is live tweeting
Mm.
Love Island. And when we're filming that or when we're recording this, I just watched before we started recording the Casa Amor episode. And by watched, I skipped to the Casa Amor twist because obviously I genuinely like, I have no stakes in this. Like, I don't really care. Like last season, I was so locked in, like 7:30 every day. I was on that Peacock app. I was refreshing it. I was on there. I was like discourse demon. Like I was
Yeah,
obsessed.
like everyone online's like it comes out like 10 minutes early on
Yes.
TikTok. Like
I love like when I found that out, my life changed. Like I was like, oh my god, I don't have to wait. Like this is amazing. But now I feel like no real. First of all, I guess you can talk more about this, but this is just from my perspective from reading. It seems like people feel like there is no. Like I feel like everyone is kind of just playing a game. Like they all think that being with your original couple is like the way to go. And like it makes literally no sense. Because that's like not what this show is about. And I also think there's so much like over sexualization. And like obviously this is Love Island. We know, we're the viewers, like we know. We've been watching this for like 20 years at this point.
I mean,
But I
yeah, we
feel
were
like
watching it when like we were literally seeing what they were doing.
yes. Where
Love
people
Island
were literally
season
having sex
two.
in
Yeah,
the middle of the
cameras off.
room proudly.
We
Like
were watching it.
yes.
Yeah.
But like now I feel like there's zero conversations, like from what I've seen at least so far. Like,
I feel like I don't know anything about these people.
yes.
Like, I don't know anything about them. Like, I don't have an actual connection to their connection. There's nothing that I know about them. And the only things that I do know about them is being like, are you interested in exploring? No. Like, you know what? They brought these bombshells in, and then no one was interested in getting to know them aside from like one person. And that just dragged on for days. And then they went back to their original couple anyway. And so there was no payoff
Yeah.
for that. And then we have all these storylines that's just like, okay, now everyone's back where they started and they're all just like staying in their couple, but they don't even know the person that they're with. Like,
Yeah.
it's just weird. But I definitely agree with the over sexualization thing because in a group chat with like a lot of my coworkers that we all watch like reality TV and literally all of us like after it was like the first episode, I feel like we were all like was that just me or like was that first episode crazy? Like they were
Yeah.
all making out with each other. And I feel like we've seen a lot more going on like in the bedroom than usual at this time, or like that the show is showing us more than they usually do. And then even last night's episode, they were all licking each other's toes and then like making out with their girl at the end, which just really put like the whole heebie-jeebies in me. It actually like sends a shiver down my spine, like
Yeah.
the thought of it. I don't know who came up with this. Whoever came up with that challenge is perverted. And whoever participated in that challenge to the fullest and then like happily let their man make out with them is on another level to me.
The
Like
yeah.
y'all enjoy what you enjoy, but like that was too much for my viewership personally. Like
No, like
I'm heading
even
to my
like
for dessert and drink my tea while watching this show.
okay, like no, because it's like okay, obviously this is not the first. I just feel like this season has so many challenges so far where
Mhm.
it's like a challenge every fucking day and they're all like insane. Like I thought the challenge where everyone was on the bed, handcuffed to the bed and like
Yeah.
you had to like paint them like I'm like this is like a weird like orgy fantasy that's like fucking bizarre. Like there's a
Legit,
way
Corbin
like
and Kenzie were like literally talking about that earlier that day.
like okay, the freaking like there's some challenges that are obviously like Love Island staples, like the kissing challenge where they're blindfolded and they have to rate the
Yeah.
kisses. The like heart rate challenge, that's always a thing. I feel like those two are like the most ones that are always there, even though like the fun ones where it's like who knows the partner better or whatever.
Yeah.
But like last year compared to this year, like I'm like these people, this is like overly freaked out. Like last year, people were overly freaked out, but it was like individuals who decided to go the extra mile. It was not like, okay, the producers told me that I have to like basically have sex with this person and then go back and make out with my boy with the guy I'm with. Like it's just like what is happening here? And I do think there's a lot of game playing. Like I think Zach is a huge game player and I honestly think it's because his brother was on the show, so he like knows what to do or like what is or maybe not what to do, but like yeah, like what how you can win basically or how you can make it pretty far. And I also think he's very like smart with how he like talks to the other guys and talks to the other couples. Like he's in their heads. Like he reminds me a lot of Jake and Liberty. Like him and Kata remind me a lot of Jake and Liberty, even though I don't think Kata is like as like insecure as Liberty was, but like the way where
I
he
think
can
Zach's more into her than Jake was into
yes,
Liberty.
yes. But like I feel like he's very like, okay, like I'm with my girl. So like I can't really do these things, but like I can get my other friends to do them or
I can't tell, like, he's definitely playing a game. I can't tell what it is though, because like when Jen and Soul first came in, he was like, I'm closed off. But then he tried to like reverse it, and now he's made like those multiple statements of like, well, if a bombshell comes in, like, this, that, or the other, or
yeah.
like, should we do this? Because what if a bombshell comes in? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't tell whether it's like he does genuinely like her, and like since his initial gut reaction was like to say that he was closed off, like if he is at that state or if he is like waiting for someone else. Like I
Yeah.
can't tell what it is with him because it does feel like there is some like he is playing a game. I just can't figure out like on what spectrum he's playing.
Yeah.
Like what is the end
Yeah.
goal? Like, is it for a bombshell to come in for him to couple up with? Or like is he really worried that like Kato will
Kato.
find a bombshell?
Yeah.
Like I can't tell. But I know Soul was on After Sun and was like, yeah, I think everyone's just like really coupled up. And Gabe even said, like, I think no one wants to take a risk because everyone wants to stay in the house.
Which
And
is like
the risk,
boring.
let's just talk about Gabe. Like, first of all, I love the way that I think Bryce like talked about it, like just because like he wants to kind of like slut it up a little bit, which I don't think he was doing anything crazy.
They were all
Okay?
bro,
But
Kate and Zach, Corbin and Kenzie, they were all doing sexual
yeah,
acts with each other. So
I think
why is he
that
singled out?
I think that what Bryce said, just like, why is he not allowed to have love, was so valid.
Yeah.
But I thought that Gabe showed so much like emotional intelligence. Like when Soul kept getting pied, like he was like, it's not about the pies. Like she's upset about everything else in this villa. Like I loved the conversation that him and Bea had when she was dumped. Like even though he moved on quite fast with Jen, like I feel like he was super respectful, and I feel like he has like emotional intelligence. So when he was like Yeah, if you take a risk by getting to know someone or making it seem like you're open, that in this house is making you vulnerable and you're gonna go out. So no one wants to even take that risk. Like Casey says that he wants to take that risk, but he's not taking it
No.
because he knows that what he has is like comfy and Anaya is not going anywhere with anyone else. So Casa maybe they'll take the risk and hope for like
They're taking that risk.
I feel like a lot of them are like they want to do Casa the right way and they're gonna do it like how people do it every year. And they're like, but it's Casa
Yeah.
and hope that they have like the Serena Cordell like
Moment.
reunion. Like that's what I think these Islanders are going for now is like they're hoping to like bring people back and then obviously I think producers are hoping for that too, but then hoping that like their original partner takes them back so that they can ride it out through the end.
Yeah, I definitely think that the producers like this Casa twist, like you can see it even in the preview, but like the producers are like these fucking people need to get taken. Like they need to wake up. Like it's like I don't know what kind of spell
I'm
like
not interested in them anymore. Like, I want to hear, like,
no.
I literally didn't hear anything from Caleb besides Kenzie continuously saying that he was a cowboy and then him just like agreeing. And I'm like, is he even a cowboy? Because I've seen him out with like the Southern Charm cast and out at Republic. Like, is he even a cowboy?
No.
He's just Southern. And then also like Soul, like, I genuinely want to hear more from them than I want to hear from the rest of this cast because I literally like am tired. I haven't learned anything about these two.
No.
Two
We know
damn.
nothing about them. And like I just feel like it's like what? Okay. Like season 7 at this point, I was literally talking to my sister about this. Like at this point of season 7, we had like countless memes. We had countless like iconic moments. We had the mommy mamacita. We had the Jeremiah Iris like recoupling heard around the world. Like we had all of these like iconic moments already at this point, like 2-3 weeks in. This season, what the hell do we have?
Yeah, I mean, they tried it
Right?
with the
Back
recoupling
having a
and like
romance. Like
didn't
I
hit.
don't know. Girth checks. Like I don't know. What do we have? What do we have? And I'm like honestly, Zach and Bryce, like if you guys want to be together, like
Like, do it. Let's
do
go.
it. Like enough. Like I'm like at least let's make this fucking shit interesting. When you get to the fire pit, say actually I want to be with Bryce. Like make this interesting because like at this point I'm like I'm bored. Like these Casa people, like I'm like honestly, is this gonna be like the first season where like two Casa people like win or like a bombshell, two
Yeah.
bombshells win? Because like these original cast,
I
like
need the bombshells to start coupling up with each other, honestly.
yeah, like they have not they're just so boring and like I understand when it's like because like versus like the UK, which these shows started in the same week this year, like literally a day apart. In the UK, there's already been like people who have mixed with like 3 or 4 people. Like there's been so many couples. They've been,
And
bombshells have come
I'm
in.
not
They've
opposed to that. Like I like we were saying before we started recording, what makes it interesting is that there is like a low-key challenge. Whereas like they're talking to different people. What I haven't liked about the US is like the two people that are like Sincere and Kenzie, who are like the only two people that have gotten to know Bombshell, they're doing this whole like back and forth. Again, it's drawn out for like 5 whole days. Like you need like 2 days of like going back and forth between two people, and then you need to make a decision.
yes.
And also, I feel like you can talk to multiple people, and that's what makes it interesting is like seeing that there's connection between multiple people and like wondering who they're going to pick or having an opinion on who they're going to pick
Hmm.
versus like them making out with both people, acting like they're coupled up with both people, telling both people lies. And like, obviously, as a viewer, we're seeing them lying. So now
Yeah.
we don't even care about these people. Like, I was like, I don't want Soul coupled up with Sincere because she does not deserve to be
Yeah.
with him because he's a loser. And I was like, obviously, she wants a place in the house, but I'm like, she should kick him to the curb, like,
Yeah.
as a
No,
viewer. You
exactly.
know what I mean? Like, I'm like, Sincere should be with no one.
Yes.
And like I feel like Love Island UK, they do that way better. Like people are just interested in like talking to everyone. And I feel like that's kind of like the same thing with the way that they coupled up in the season because no one has really left their couple
Yes.
from like day one in the US versus in the UK. Normally you have to like give it 2 weeks for like the couples to actually settle
Hmm.
because no one really stays together from like the first coupling, I feel like, for a lot of the
No.
seasons like in the UK. And then things kind of like shake out and the couples like change. And then sometimes when you watch back like at the end, the couples that are at the end to the beginning, you're like, I totally forgot that they were even coupled up together.
Yeah. Like, you're like, how do these people get together? Yeah. Like it's just It makes literally no sense to me. And like, honestly, I feel like it says a lot about like where, once again, let's talk about the COVID generation, like where these people are at. Like, they're risk averse. They don't want to take risk. They don't want to put themselves out there. Like, I honestly think the issue with KC and why he didn't like pull Soul or talk to Soul beyond whatever or whatever, like they had conversations, but the way he didn't like actually go for her is because one, I think that a lot of these guys on this fucking cast are red pilled as fuck. Like, I think he's like, well, Sincere claimed her, so I don't want to touch her because Sincere claimed her and I don't want to lose out to Sincere. Like, I think that is how these people think. Like, it's like, I don't want to put myself out there and like go for a girl and then she picks my friend and now I look like a loser. When it's like, this is Love Island. That happens every day, and that is not, that it means nothing. Like, talking to somebody means legit nothing. It's just like having a conversation, but I feel like they think like talking to them is like cheating on your girl. Like, it's just like you're having a conversation. Like, no one's asking you to make out, but that's the issue, is they don't know how to talk. So they all are just like, can I get a kiss? Can I kiss? Can I kiss? Like, it's like, can you talk? Can you say a sentence? And like, even right now, like the UK, this episode today, they basically had the Islanders vote for who they thought was least compatible, and then those two least compatible couples were like on the chopping block. And in literally there's only two couples who are like strong, and one is like a day one couple that I honestly think are fake. And two is the second one is a bombshell and an OG girl. Like those are the two that are strong compared to everyone else. Like, everyone else is just like have been coupled up for like 4 or 5 days, and that's normal. It doesn't mean that you're incompatible. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be there. It just means like you're seeing how this goes, because these two other couples probably had 3 more extra days than you did, with their person. And I just wish that like the US producers would like, one, like maybe this Casa More happening this early is a good thing, but it's like, I just need them to show like you can get dumped. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm like,
Like,
somebody
clear the house.
like, I'm like, there needs to be a shocking dumping of some sort, because like there needs to be somebody being like, no, like you can't just vote out the new people. Like, you have to leave. Like, Sincere goodbye or something like that, to shake up the house. Like, to be like, oh my God, like, holy shit. Which I feel like last season at this point, that was what happened. Remember when Jeremiah like got dumped or whatever the hell? I don't remember how,
Yeah.
but like that was like shocking.
Yeah.
And everyone was shocked. Like, it's like something like that needs to happen. Whereas like I thought that would happen last night or whatever, Friday, with like Kenzie or somebody getting dumped, but obviously they picked the new girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, enough. I just like, you can really see the differences in like, I don't know if it's because the UK like people on there have had this show for 13, like this is the 13th season, they know how this kind of works, versus like maybe the US. But that makes no sense to me, because like last season the last 4 couples of last season are so drastically different than middle of the season. So it's like, how do you I don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get why they think.
Well, I guess that means that maybe we can still get there with the season.
Yeah,
But I feel like they're gonna have to do that. Like, they're gonna have to do something like not bring anyone that's not coupled.
I hope that they're like, honestly, I feel like you have to couple up with a new person. Like, can that be the Casa More twist, where it's like you have to couple with a new person? We don't care if there's 30 people in here. Like, everyone gets a new partner, and then we go from there. Because like I just am like, girls, your guys are these people. It's like none of you are compatible.
I mean, none of them are lasting outside of the show.
No. Because if you can't trust, okay, this is where we can end this. If you can't trust your man to talk to a girl in the same house as you, how are you going to trust this guy to live in a different city as you and like go outside? I don't get it. Like, if you can't build trust in the villa, you're not building it in the real world.
Yeah. Like, even Bryce, like him being like, me and Trinity need a challenge. Okay, you've been in the villa for 4 days. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you can wait a little bit longer for a challenge. And your only challenge being, instead of waiting for a bombshell that you're just gonna like try to talk to someone that's already friend zoned you.
Yeah. Embarrassing.
That you're going to do that is so embarrassing. Then being like, after she's turned you down, be like, Yeah, that was like the challenge I needed to really full send our relationship.
I'm like, your relationship is not full send, bro. It's been 2 weeks. And that's not a challenge. Exactly. I'm like, a challenge is actually someone you like being there and liking two people at once. Like, hello, let's get
The
back to
other
basic
thing
text of
too
Love
that
Island.
really bothered me about this season of US is that the spectrum of ages is really off. So
Yeah.
like you have like a lot of 21. Like why is Caleb 21? First of all, like the usual demographic of Love Island like historically is a little bit older than that. Like maybe we were 21 like 8 years ago,
We were watching season
but
5.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also like so I'm like older than that and I don't want to watch a bunch of 21-year-olds. Also, they haven't like lived their life. So like these are people that like technically shouldn't have graduated college. Even Kenzie and Corbin are like freshly out of college.
Yeah.
So like have not lived any adult life. So again, like we're pairing people up that we like think will make it in the outside world. These people literally haven't even been adults yet, like living
No.
on their own type of thing. And then we also have like a bunch of 30-year-olds. So like the original house is like multiple 30-year-olds and then mostly only like
Yeah.
22-year-olds,
It
like
makes
of
no
the
sense.
opposite gender. So you have like the Trinity and Bryce and like yeah, they're still paired up, but like realistically, is that going to work in the real world? Like a 22-year-old and 29-year-old? And then they kept bringing in people again that are like really, really young, but still having these older people in. And I'm like,
Mhm.
can't we just bring 25-year-olds in? Like, what
Yeah.
is wrong with a 25-year-old?
Yeah.
24 to like 26 should be like the age. And then at least that like appeals to like the younger age of the spectrum and then the older age of the spectrum. And I saw something else too that was like the reason why no one is like leaving their couple is because they're like this cast like looks very different from each other and they all have different types. So like no bombshell that they've brought in yet, even though like I think that Soul is gorgeous, is like widely appealing to the entire house.
Yeah.
To
Which
me,
is, yeah.
like they're not they haven't brought in a bombshell yet where like everyone is like I want to talk to them. Like
Yeah.
Gabe, like even Gabe. Like it wasn't like all the girls were like, "Oh, I want a piece of Gabe."
Yeah.
Like they just didn't, you know.
Yeah, they weren't just, yeah, I get what you're saying. They were very like specific types. And yeah, it's just, I think the age gaps shit is really weird cuz yeah, it's like why, like, I feel the same way about like having people on the show who like have children. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
like if you have children that you don't deserve to find love. I do think you do, but I just don't think
Maybe
you
on
should
a different show.
be on a different show because it's
Or like
like,
you can still be living with your kid while you do that show.
yeah, like I'm just like I felt the same way last season. Like it's like you should not, like it's a lot to tell somebody like I have a child and like basically it's like yeah, when we get out of here, you're going to have to like meet my child and be my child's life. Like it's like holy shit, I don't even know if I want you to be my girlfriend. Like and
Yeah.
now I'm being like I have to commit to like a child in some capacity and then it's like I'm second guessing like okay, if I like break up with her or if I whatever, break up with her. But like if I leave her, like is she going to feel bad that she told me about this child? Like that's a lot for someone to take in. Like I just feel like these age gaps, like
And
it makes
especially if
no
like
sense. Like
you're
it's like
29 with a child and the rest of the cast is 22, like
yeah,
they don't want to be a parent
like
if
they
they're
don't want to be a parent, and it's like same thing. Like it's like Bryce is 29 and Trinity's 22. It's like this is you guys are not like. I just am like it makes no sense. Like yeah, it makes sense in this house because there's like you don't have many choices. You might really like each other, but like when you get out in the real world, like 22 and 29 are very different. And like
I'm 27 and the thought of going in hanging out with like a bunch of 22-year-olds, like let's say like Trinity and her friends, like a bunch of 22-year-olds actually deeply scares me.
I would feel like a hag, bro.
I was like 6 months removed from college, and my friend was a senior, and like I was a senior when
Mm.
he was a junior, and I went to his house for like a party, like it might have even been his birthday, and me and Eric were there, and I was like, "Why am I here? Like I should not be here." And I'm telling you, it was like literally 6 months removed from being in college, and I was like,
No. Like I honestly think the and like call me like, whatever. But like I honestly think age gaps like that, like obviously not that drastic because I don't think any 30-year-old should be with a 22-year-old at all, but like I think like a 25-year-old and a 29-year-old, like that makes sense when like the 29-year-old's like the girl. Like I feel like it needs like the man cannot be the 29-year-old. Like I feel like the 3 to 4 year age gap, if the girl's older, makes sense. Like if it's the guy, it's kind of just like, can you go like with your friends your own age? Like what are you doing here? Like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like I just don't see it for any of these people. Like it's just too much. Like even Casa More, like there's a 21-year-old girl in there, and I'm like, girl, she's like, I'm a student. I'm like, you need to try Hinge. Like, you need to go back to school, get on the dating
Yeah,
app,
this like
come to
concept of like
bar.
I want to find love and I'm literally 21 is like
Like what? Like remember in the UK when like Gemma came on and she was like 19? Like
yeah,
that's how we
it was
should feel
outrage.
about these fucking 22-year-olds. Like I'm like, you guys need to go back to school. Like this is a show where you need to be at least 2 years removed from college to participate in because it's fucking weird. Like
And again, like that brings it to more like these are just people that want to be influencers at the end of the day. These are just people that like went to college and don't want to get a job.
yes. I
So
know she's like the girl was like, I'm 21, I'm a student, and I'm like, girl,
finish
well,
your degree.
you're gonna be making out with 29-year-old Bryce. Okay. Trying to be with him. I mean, she's I don't know if she was, but like you know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
like what is happening here? I do think because this Casa more like that twist was crazy. Like I feel like I can see hopefully the US production trying to like steer these people into a way to make this season interesting because like I keep seeing they're like this is the most watched show and yes I believe it, it's the number one watch reality show. I get it, it's on 5 days a week, like it is going to be watched by a lot of people, but I definitely am like how much of these people are enjoying it. Like that is because I'm not seeing anyone happy. Like I like even people who like the certain cast members, like everyone is like the whole point of the show is to have fun and no one seems to be having fun. Like it
Well,
just
and they also keep having these episodes that are like an hour and 20 minutes long and not just an hour. And it's like, we don't need an hour and 20 minutes of this. Like, nothing is happening. They're not leaving their couple. So, what are
yeah.
we watching 120 minutes of?
It's like yeah, it's like all this time of them just talking about how they should explore and how they're like, oh, I feel so connected to you. Well, why? Like I'm like I want there to be a challenge where it's like, okay, everyone, say 5 fun facts about your partner. No one would be able to. Literally no one.
Yeah.
And they're like begging on their knees praying to God for their man to pick them. Like I just am like, oh my god. We need the girls to have the power. Like Love Island's not fun when the guys hold all the power.
Agree.
So
Hopefully something changes after Casa Amor this week,
I
but
know.
I feel so much better now that we've caught up.
I know, same.
Yeah, we're on like an even playing field.
Yeah.
This week is going to be fun because now you're caught up and we're back and we still have things that we both need to watch. So we'll get to that. But thank you so much for listening to this episode. Make sure that you are subscribed on all streaming platforms. YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and make sure that you're following us on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter at First in Line Pod.
Yes, and make sure you rate and review our podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars only. Leave us a nice review and a comment or two, please.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time on First in Line.
Bye.